Hi, everyone. Welcome to this final installment in the Appetite for Accessibility August series from the
Yummy.
Bridges Technical Assistance Center. Woo! It's Chris here from the Bridges Help Desk. And since it is our last video, I have to start with some bad news, and that is that it's the last video in which you get to enjoy the one-of-a-kind presence of Mary in the Bridges video series. At
Hey
least for
guys.
now. Hey, at least for now. Somehow I have a feeling that you'll be back at some point. But at least for now, we will get to enjoy you for this video. Um, but we only have a short amount of time until you get to do something exciting in a couple days that we get to celebrate with you.
Yeah.
And so that is that you get to graduate from the BISM Gold Star
Gold star
program.
program.
So congrats.
Thank you.
Um, but for now, we're going to do the first round of celebrating a little early by you becoming like the most popular person at your office right now,
Exactly.
or maybe more accurately, making everybody at your office jealous because you're door dashing lunch.
I know, right?
So we're gonna DoorDash some lunch to the Image Center office where Mary is basing her operations during her time with us. And that's the way that we're going to demonstrate DoorDash with voiceover. And so, much like the demo that we did a couple weeks ago about um, Instacart, we're going to do it in a way that I'm using my phone to do the actual ordering and working of the app while um, Mary is going to do the uh, selection of the food.
I'm
So,
excited.
yeah. So here we go. First of all, I'm going to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb because VoiceOver is giving me a bunch of notifications. Turn on Do Not Disturb. Okay, there we go. So now I've got DoorDash open. I have asked Siri to turn, whoops, that's my fault. I closed DoorDash in the process of turning Do Not Disturb on. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Siri to open DoorDash. Open DoorDash. So the first thing the first thing that shows up right now for me is a little error that says, "You seem far away. Is this the right address?" Well, in this case, it is because I work remotely, but I have it set to deliver to the Image Center office. So it will, in normal circumstances, say the first thing, which is the address that you're set to deliver to, which is, in this case, it'll say delivering to work because this is the one that I have set as my work address. So you can set your home address and your work address in your settings. You can also add other addresses manually. So now I can see on my home screen a lot of other things. So I'm going to swipe right and see what I've got. Some notifications. View cart. Don't have anything in there yet. There's a search bar.
Spice pickup button. Offers button. Convenience.
Offers rather. Convenience. So a bunch of categories here. Convenience, grocery, alcohol, beauty, pets, flowers, health, home. You get the picture.
But gifts, baby, retail, gift cards, school, healthy, sushi, fast food, halal, sandwiches, Chinese, Mexican, ramen, pho, salad, chicken.
Now, this is just a lot of general categories of the kind of restaurant that you want. So if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, but you want to search within a given category, then you can double tap on one of those categories and look at what's around. So one of the accessibility bugs that we found, or I don't really know whether to call it an accessibility bug or just a quirk, but one of the accessibility bugs that we found before recording this video was that
The select button
sometimes,
doesn't work.
yeah, or that it works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. So, if you're selecting something from the home screen, you'll double tap
Thank you.
and then it'll act like it's selected, and then it just sends you back to the home screen. But most of the time, it will actually select a restaurant normally. So the way to get around that, I've found, is to search for a restaurant on the home screen in the search bar, or to go to the Browse tab at the bottom of the screen. Now, Mary, I think you have an idea in mind of what restaurant you want to order from. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
I would like to order from Chick-fil-A.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and type that into our search box.
But you seem far away. Spice search
Yeah.
DoorDash search field.
So I'm going to search DoorDash. So I'll two-finger double tap to dictate. Chick-fil-A.
Inserted Chick-fil-A. Search.
And bottom right-hand corner where the return key would be, that's now labeled search. So I'll double tap there.
Search. Chick-fil-A Dash Pass Partner button.
Ah, there's a Chick-fil-A. So I'll double tap.
Button. Double tap with two fingers to add to your save.
Okay, so now we've opened that store. There's a close button first if we want to close the store, and then double tap with two fingers to add to the saved stores. That's a good thing if you find stores that you really like and you want to go back to them easily. So now if I continue to swipe right.
Dash Pass Partner button. Chick-fil-A Dash Pass Partner button.
Now the reference to Dash Pass Partner here is Dash Pass is DoorDash's subscription service, which you can get if you want to get free delivery and some other savings from DoorDash. It is a paid subscription service. But sometimes, like some other subscription services, if you use it a lot, it is worth the price you pay for it. It's really a matter of how much you use it and is it in the budget. So it's something I think worth looking into. There's a free trial of it. I believe it's 30 days. I may be wrong on that, but you can check in the settings in the DoorDash app about the trial of Dash Pass.
Info button. 4.5.
So
10K plus ratings.
now you've got now you've got some stuff about the reviews.
Selected. Delivery. Dimmed. Button.
Ah,
Pickup. Dimmed. Button.
so now we've got delivery or pickup.
Selected. Delivery. Group order. Button.
So currently delivery is selected. We can make a group order, and in that case, what that would do is that would, if I wanted to send a link to Mary or anybody else and allow them to add items to this order, they could do that. That's helpful if you have like 4 or 5 people who are ordering. That's sometimes easier to collect than trying to round a bunch of people up and saying, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And having one person order. So I've done that before, and sometimes that is a nice, convenient way of doing things.
$0 delivery fee on $12 plus deals and savings button. $0 delivery fees plus low service fee button. Image. Featured items.
All right, so now we're finally at the menu. And the way that I find best to navigate this is to rotor to the headings. So I'm going to do my rotor gesture. And so from headings, I'll swipe down with one finger.
Dishes from the store. Heading.
So first, most ordered, meals,
Most order.
it's being a little quirky here. Entree, meals, entrees,
Heading. Sides.
sides,
Beverages.
beverages,
Salads.
salads. So basically, it's a good way to quickly get to the different sections of the menu. So do you have any idea, Mary, what you want?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would like for the meal, I would like to order a 30-piece nugget meal.
30 piece. Wow. Okay. So let's go over to meals. So I'm doing now swipe up to get to that heading.
Heading.
And swipe right then.
Double tap with 2 fingers to enter your safe.
Now, again, it's being quirky here because it put my cursor in a random place. I'm going back to meals.
Dishes from the store. Chick-fil-A registered nuggets.
Here we go. All right, so there's the nuggets meal with a description of it. So I'm going to double tap.
Activate to dismiss pop-up window, but close button.
Swiping
registered
right.
nuggets meal. 7 choose required. Chick-fil-A registered nuggets. 78%. 50 bite-sized pieces of tender all breast meat chicken, seasoned to perfection, freshly breaded and pressure cooked in 100% refined peanut oil.
And so 50%, I believe, has something to do with the amount of people who order
Mhm.
that meal. Now you've got some options here. So 12 count, 30 count, 8 count. Okay, so you want the 30 count. So you want some leftovers.
Yeah, definitely. I like leftovers.
So I'm going to double tap to select that. Uh-oh.
Choose required select 3 button heading 30 CT Chick-fil-A registered nuggets button meal size button meal beverages button make one required selection button make one meal beverage meal size
So
30 CT
now, excuse me.
select 3 button heading
So now I can choose my meal sides, and I can select one side. And what side would you like? So we have, do you need to read the options or do you already know?
Already know.
All right, what is it?
I'll take a large waffle fry.
Aha, good choice. So here's our waffle fries.
Chick-fil-A waffle potato fries registered. Choose selected large Chick-fil-A plus 49 large Chick-fil-A. Choose your optional select up to 2.
All right, so now we can choose our condiments if we want to do that. Chick-fil-A sauce. Unless you want something else.
I think I'll take buffalo sauce.
Buffalo sauce? All right.
Salt packet. Button. Reset selections. Dimmed. Choose your
Oh,
sauce.
wait a minute. Oh, okay. My bad.
Choose your condiments. Optional. Select up to pepper.
So I was wrong. So the condiments are pepper and salt.
I'll take a
And
salt
then,
packet.
okay.
Salt packet. Button. Add. Salt packet. Button. Reset selections. Dimmed. Button. Button. Salt packet.
So this is one thing about DoorDash that has changed in the most recent version, which was a little annoying to me because it used to be a little clearer than this, that something like a dipping sauce or a condiment was added. But now, as you can tell, the add button is not very clearly labeled. So you've got your salt packet, and then the button to the right of it is an add button, but then it says button, and you have to wait for it to say add. And then if I double tap on that,
Quantity 1 button.
then it finally says quantity 1. And sometimes it doesn't very clearly say that.
Set selections button.
So then reset selections if I want to do that, which I don't. I'm fine with that selection.
Choose dipping sauce. Optional. Select up to 3 button. Heading.
Okay, so now the dipping sauce I want to select.
Button. Chick-fil-A registered sauce. Button. Polynesian sauce. Button. Barbecue sauce. Button. Garden herb ranch. Button. Honey mustard sauce. Button. Zesty buffalo sauce. Button.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Add. Quantity 1. Button. Adjustable.
One more comment on this button. The thing that gets a little tricky about the way that those add buttons in apps like this are designed is that in some cases, we're not sure whether the add button is in reference to the item before it or the item after it. In this case, it seems that it's the item after it because there's no add button before the first item. So that's what you have to check if there's a question about that. Is there an add button before the first item? But in my personal opinion, the way to make that the most accessible would be to put the add button label at the same place as the menu item.
Mhm.
So we continue there in the menu. So we're going to save those options.
Chick-fil-A waffle potato fries. Choose. Required. Select 1. Button.
Okay,
Heading.
let's see. What else do we need to choose?
Selected. Large Chick-fil-A. Medium Chick-fil-A. Save on.
I think that was just the beverage.
Okay, so we need to, yep, okay, so we can save that, the options with size. VoiceOver is being a little laggy here, and I don't know if that's just my phone or if that's the DoorDash app. It may be a little both.
Choose. Required. Selected. Chick-fil-A.
So at this point, I can go back.
Chick-fil-A. Selected. Meal sides. Beverages. Button.
So now I can pick the beverage.
Okay.
Yes, I can pick the beverage once it works. There we go.
Selected. Meal beverages. Back button.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so for the beverage, I'll take a large Fanta.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Meal beverages.
1:34 p.m.
Choose. Required. Select 1. Button. Heading. Freshly brewed iced tea sweetened. Button. Freshly brewed iced tea unsweetened. Tea Chick-fil-A registered lemonade. Plus 49 cents. Button.
Okay.
Tea Chick-fil-A registered diet lemonade. 1/2 sweet tea. 1/2 unsweet tea. Button. Sunjoy registered. 1/2 sweet tea. Sunjoy registered. 1 Sunjoy registered. 1 Sunjoy registered. 1/2
Seeing if they even have that.
iced coffee. Plus 1/2 lemonade. 1/2 diet lemonade. Plus iced coffee.
If they
Coca-Cola
don't, I could
registered.
take
Button.
the Chick-fil-A
Diet Coke
lemonade.
registered. Button.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's what I usually get.
Coke registered 0 sugar. Coca-Cola registered. Sprite registered. Dr. Pepper registered. Diet Dr. Pepper. High C registered. Dasani registered. Simply Orange registered. Frosted coffee. Frosted lemonade. Vanilla milkshake. Chocolate milkshake.
Oh.
Strawberry milkshake.
Oh, don't tease me with those milkshakes.
Peach milkshake. 1% chocolate milk.
Peach milkshake? What?
That's interesting.
I don't think I'm seeing this Fanta.
Actually, can I actually take the chocolate milkshake instead?
All right. So let's find it. So I am swiping right, of course, to go through this list.
Tequila registered diet lemon is 1/2 sweet 1/ Sunjoy registered. Sunjoy registered. Sunjoy registered. Sunjoy registered. 1/2 sweet tea. 1/2 1/2 lemonade. 1/2 diet lemonade. Plus 49 cents iced coffee. Plus 1. Coca-Cola registered. Button. Diet Coke registered. Button. Coke registered 0 sugar. Coca-Cola registered cherry. Button.
Oh, where did it go?
Sprite registered. Dr. Pepper registered. Diet Dr. IC registered for Dasani registered. Simply Orange registered.
Well, I had it. Where did it go?
Chocolate
Oh,
milkshake.
here it is.
Selected chocolate milkshake plus $3.25. Chocolate milkshake. Choose your milkshake toppings. Option. Select up to 1. Button. Heading.
Didn't know they had those. Choose your toppings.
Strawberry syrup plus 49 cents. Button. Cookie crumbles plus 49 cents. Button.
So you can add, if you want,
Strawberry syrup,
strawberry syrup, cookie crumbles. Oh, those are the two options.
I
Strawberry
guess I'll
syrup
do
or
cookie crumbles.
Yep, that's what I do. Cookies and cream milkshake for the win.
Cookie crumbles plus 49 cents. Button.
Come on, voiceover.
Strawberry. Cookie crumbles plus 49 cents. Button.
I think this is just my voiceover. I don't- This isn't an accessibility thing. This is just voiceover being weird.
Choose your milkshake toppings. Optional. Select up to 1. Button. Strawberry. Cookie crumbles plus 49 cents. Button.
All right. I think it got it. Let's see.
Save option.
Save. Oh, come on.
Cash out. Dash. Plus
When in
49
doubt,
cents.
close the app and reopen it. There we go. Now that
Save
worked.
options. Save options plus 49 cents. Choose. Heading.
Okay, now that we have our meal complete, we're going to save those options. And with the meal complete with side and beverage, I happen to know that the cart button is toward the bottom middle of the screen. But if you didn't know that, you could explore by swiping up with 3 fingers to get around there, or just by tapping near the bottom of the screen. That tends to be where that kind of button is. But let's shortcut.
Selected. Beverages. Chocolate. Make selection. Plus $4 in make. Selected. Beverages. Chocolate. Make.
What is it
Plus
now?
$4.20.
I thought we did that already.
Selected. Beverages. Chocolate milkshake. Cookie crumbles. Button. Make one required selection. Plus $4.23.
I think we did that already. I'm not sure what it doesn't like. Let me see. All right, so I had to fix something because, as we talked about earlier, there is that finicky little add button with the dipping sauce option. So at first, it didn't add the dipping sauce when I thought it had. So I had to go back and double check when it didn't let me add it to order, but now it is. So in the middle of the screen, excuse me, at the bottom of the screen, there is an add to order button. And so we're going to click it.
$5.82.
Here it is.
Debated is close. Chick-fil-A. Double tap with 2 fingers to add to your.
So that has been saved to the order.
Okay.
And Mary, you then have your lunch, and not just Mary, but there was somebody else as we were talking about lunch who piped in and said, "Hey, I want some Chick-fil-A." You see, the Image Center has not just one, but 2 interns who
That's right.
came to us from the BISM Gold Star program. Mary, would you introduce your friend and colleague here, and then we'll have him come in and make a guest appearance on this video?
All right. So this is my coworker slash friend BJ. He's also part of the program, and he is actually one of our design team because right now he is designing a cookie idea for a fundraiser that will be held at Bridges Help Desk.
Hey,
So, BJ, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is BJ. My friend Mary had said I'm working on a fundraiser here in the Image Center. And yeah, I would love some Chick-fil-A.
you're like you're like, forget about the fundraiser. I want Chick-fil-A.
That's what you need.
I mean, I'm all about these Bridges biscuits that I keep hearing about, but I mean, hey, Chick-fil-A is good too. More on those biscuits later.
Yes.
But we're sure that you'll be hearing about those more later. Be sure to like and subscribe. Uh, but for now, there are more important things to take care of. So, BJ, tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
I would really want a 12-piece chicken meal.
Nugget?
Yes.
All right. There's a lot of nuggets here. Are you really going to eat all 30 pieces, Mary?
I think I might just do it like half and half, like maybe eat a little bit and eat the rest for later.
Okay. So we're going to go back to meals. And it's being finicky again. So I just kind of tapped in the middle of the screen to see if I could get there faster, and it's getting me back into meals.
Chick-fil-A registered spicy chicken salad, mac and cheese, $5.
But it just,
Chick-fil-A registered Chick-fil-A registered.
Okay, here we go. Here's the meal.
Chick-fil-A registered. $13. Chick-fil-A registered. Chick-fil-A choose. Chick-fil-A registered. It's 12 CTV plus $2.60.
Alrighty. It's a lot cheaper than the 30 count, I'll tell you that.
Selected back button. Choose required. Select 3 button heading. Size button. Beverages. Make one required.
All right, so side.
I would take some mac and cheese.
Ooh, okay.
Chick-fil-A fruit kale crunch chicken noodle soup mac and cheese side plus
Cool.
$2.09.
Here we go.
Button.
So I just swiped right and went past the waffle fries, which usually I can't pass up, and went down to the mac and cheese and double tapped on that.
Choose required large mac and cheese plus $5.46 selected medium mac and cheese button.
So there's a large, the medium is selected, and then you save.
Size.
Because I've seen that thing, and the medium should be large.
Yeah.
Choose required select one Chick-fil-A waffle potato fry cup plus $2.
So now it's landed me back at the sides, and we're gonna go back.
Choose side back button back. Chick-fil-A registered nuggets 12 CT meal. Choose required select 3 button 12 CT selected meal sides meal beverages button.
And meal, excuse me, meal beverages. All right,
I would
let's
take
go.
the iconic cookies and cream milkshake.
Heck yeah.
Teacher, one slot, Sunjoy, one slot, iced coffee, Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Coke Register, Coca-Cola, Sprite Red, Dr. Pepper, Diet Doc, Icy Register, Dasani Red, Simply Orange, Frosted Coffee, Frosted Left, Vanilla Milkshake, Chocolate Milkshake, Strawberry Milk, Cookies and Cream Milkshake, plus $3.25. Back button. Cookies and choose your milk, chocolate syrup, plus strawberry syrup, plus 40 save options.
You can add either chocolate syrup or strawberry syrup to that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
Okay. Why would you put strawberry syrup on a cookies and cream milkshake? Anyway.
Oh no, that's so weird.
And let's see, we go down to the bottom. And we're going to save those options. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. It's telling me to make one required selection. I forgot to do the most important part. I didn't put your Chick-fil-A sauce in or whatever you want.
Yes, I would love some Chick-fil-A sauce.
There it is.
And
Somebody
barbecue
wanted Chick-fil-A sauce.
Choose your ketchup button. Chick-fil-A button. Chick-fil-A registered sauce.
There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna add.
I think he also
add
said
that.
barbecue sauce.
Oh, missed that. Okay. Thank you.
One button adjustable.
All right. Now I think because both have a quantity associated with them, We seem to have made those buttons actually work, and those sauces have been added. So let's go ahead and save those.
Button. Chick-fil-A registered nuggets 12 CT meal. Save options plus $5.34.
Save the options. And we're going to add those to the order.
Chick-fil-A. Double tap with 2 fingers. Button. Double tap to search.
Okay, now we're done with that. And let's say I want to finish with the order. So now I'm going to go to the bottom of the screen, back where my add to order button was. And that's where my cart is. So double tap on that.
Cart information close button.
So let's go over here and swipe right. It wants me to continue shopping. I am not going to do that because it'll get me in a lot of trouble.
Create report. Chick-fil-A registered nuggets. Chick-fil-A registered nuggets meal. Chick-fil-A add more items button.
Nope, not going to add any more items.
Cheese.
Nope, we're not going to complement the cart. Actually, that doesn't seem. No, that's not the part that. Never mind, that's not the part that doesn't work. The part that doesn't work is the double dash part, which is the part where after you order, there is a feature called Double Dash where you can DoorDash from 2 stores at the same time. And that shows up during the ordering process after you have delivered, after you've placed your first order, and it says, hey, you can Double Dash from these stores. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be accessible because every time I've clicked on the other stores, it doesn't do anything, which is sad for accessibility reasons, but it might be a good thing for me. So I'm just tapping at the bottom of the screen to say continue, but if I were to swipe right, you would go through your cart and check to make sure everything's in there. I've already done that, but I'm also going past all that stuff about like all the stuff that it thinks I also want to get. So continue.
Back button. Checkout.
And there's my checkout screen. So now that's the part where I'm going to find,
Chick-fil-A.
well, let's just go through it.
Just pin button. Image clock. Delivery time.
So I'm gonna find my delivery time.
17 to 20.
Okay, that's pretty good. There's 17 to 29 minutes from ordering to delivery, which is a pretty good
Express
time.
12 to 24. Standard 17 to 29 minutes.
So that's standard. You can also pay a little extra to get express, which is directly to them,
Schedule ahead.
or you can schedule ahead.
You seem far away from this address.
Yes, I am far away from this address.
Leave it at my door. But 443.
So I can so there is there are some options about leaving it at the door or handing it to the person. When I'm at home, I usually give the option or set the option to hand it to me. So I'm going to go back there.
Change button. As a Dash Pass member, 1676 total. 100% of the goes other button.
And there's some stuff here about and there's some stuff about the delivery fee and the total of the order. So there we are. And the final thing is about making the payment. I have it set when I order to pay via Apple Pay, but you might have it set to pay through your debit card or Venmo or some other method. So that is an overview of how the DoorDash app works. Now, a few tips at the end here about DoorDash delivery practices. After you order, you'll get regular updates in the app about how the progress of your order is going. For a while, it'll say they're preparing your order. And then they'll say that your dasher is there. And then they'll say that the dasher is heading to you. And eventually you'll get a notification that says that your dasher is approaching with your order from, in this case, Chick-fil-A. I find it helpful to keep track of the order in the DoorDash app because not always do I get notifications in time to act on them accordingly. In other words, by the time I get the notification that the DoorDasher is approaching, they're knocking on my door. And there's been a few times where this person's knocking on my door and I'm in the bathroom or upstairs or something, and then I'm like, wait, what? No, I thought I just got the notification that they're heading to me. So that and the other big tip is if you're in an apartment or especially in a college dorm, get some information from drivers who live or work near you about driving tips to enter or get into, or pull up to or whatever your building. When I was in college and getting DoorDash delivered to my dorm, the biggest challenge I had was drivers getting lost and me getting lost finding them. So if you can first communicate to the driver that you're blind and also be able to give them clear instructions, either in the driver's instructions in the app, or if you're texting with them or on the phone with them and you're able to communicate that with them in a way that they're able to follow, then that's very helpful. It might get to the point where either because of a language barrier or because they're just that lost, you might have to get somebody to help you find them. But if you have some good information about how a driver can locate you, and if you're in one of those places, then that's always helpful. So in the meantime, you can enjoy your food that's delivered to you from DoorDash. So that's DoorDash. Any last thoughts?
I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed this internship. I learned a lot about technology, about even my own phone. So
Oh, good.
I'm just really thankful for all the stuff that I learned in my time at Bridges Help Desk.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you for that. We appreciate you. We've really enjoyed our time with you. We're so excited for everything that lies in store for you, and I'm sure that our viewers have enjoyed watching you in all of these videos. So congratulations to you, and thank you for everything you've been doing in these 2 short weeks with us. I know that this isn't the last that we'll see of you from Bridges.
I think so too.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. We'll be back with more from the Bridges Help Desk. In the meantime, you can contact us at helpdesk@imagemd.org, helpdesk@imagemd.org.